and welcome to this practice. My name is Kate McMahon. I'm going to be leading you through this practice today. We are going to be focusing on tight legs today. So if you feel like your hamstrings are kind of tight, you've got tight thighs, we're going to be working through some stretches, some asanas, just to help loosen those legs up a little bit. So if you enjoy using props in your practice, you might want to grab a couple of blocks. If you don't have blocks, don't worry, you don't need them. But if you enjoy using them, go ahead and get them. Otherwise, we don't need anything else except our mats and ourselves. So let's get started. So we're going to start today in a nice, comfortable seated position. Anything that works for you. You can be sitting cross-legged or on your knees. You can have your legs out in front if your legs feel too tight to be sitting here today. And just take a moment just to arrive onto your mat, arrive into your body. Give the shoulders a little roll. Give the back a little wriggle. Give those hips a little wriggle. And then just try and find a little stillness within the body. Let the eyes close. Bring the hands to rest on the knees. Palms can be facing down or facing away from you, whatever feels right for you today. Take a deep breath in through the nose and let sigh out through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. One more. Take a moment just to check in with your body. Notice how your body's feeling today. Notice any areas of tightness, any aches or pains. And just remain aware of these areas as you flow through your practice today. Working with the body, not against the body. Taking any breaks you need. Take one more deep breath here. And release. Gently blink the eyes open. Let's extend those legs out in front. So wherever you are, just extend those legs out in front of you. Bring the hands to rest behind so they're taking a bit of the weight of the body. And we're just going to roll those ankles, so just rolling them one way. And then rolling them back the other. And then flexing those feet towards you and flexing them away. Flex them towards you. And flex away. Let's do that twice more. So just warming into all those little bones in the feet and the ankles, warming up those calves and shins a little. And then let's bend that left leg. Draw the left foot into the right thigh. Allow that left knee to drop towards the floor. If you feel like your knee feels a bit vulnerable here, if it's really high up, you can always pop a block underneath the knee. Square your hips so they're facing forwards. Engage that right leg so the toes are drawing towards you. Inhale, lift the arms towards the sky. Engage through the tummy, lift up through the spine, and as we exhale, fold forwards. Bring the hands to the mat or to the shin or to the foot, wherever you reach today. So if this is you today, perfect. Stay here. If you can come a little lower, take those hands a little further out. Grand. Just work with your body. Remember, we're quite early in our practice, so no judgment here. We're going to inhale, lengthen through the chest a little bit. Exhale. See if you can find a little more space, folding from those hips. So try and keep the chest lifted, keep the gaze towards the big toe. Inhale, lift. Exhale, see if you can come a little bit lower, feeling it into the back of that leg. One more deep breath in. Exhale, come a little lower. Inhale, lifting all the way back up. Engage through that tummy, lift those arms up into the air. And as we exhale, let's twist. Bring the right hand to that left knee. Left hand goes behind, just look over your left shoulder. 2 breaths. Inhale, come all the way back to center. Send those fingertips back to the sky. Once more, engage through the tummy. Exhale, we're going to fold forwards. See if you can come a little further this time. Inhale, lengthen through that spine. Make sure that foot stays pointing towards you. Exhale, see if you can come a little bit deeper. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more deep breath in. Exhale, folding from those hips. Inhale, lift all the way back up. Exhale, let's twist. Right hand, left knee, gaze over that left shoulder. That right leg is still active, don't let it go to sleep. Inhale, come all the way back to center. Let's switch sides. So extend that left leg long. Give the legs a little shuggle if they feel like they need one. Bend that right foot. Bend the right knee. Draw the right foot into the left thigh. Engage through the tummy, engage through that left leg. Lift the arms towards the sky as we exhale, folding down, folding from those hips. So really trying to extend out. Bring those hands down. Just wherever they reach today. Again, if that's here, that's fine. It will come, don't worry. Keep those toes drawing back towards you. As we inhale, we're going to lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Now it's a tiny movement. It might not even feel like very much at all for you today, but that's okay. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, left hand, right knee this time. Right hand goes behind. Gaze over that right shoulder. Keep the back nice and straight here. Try to keep the jaw parallel to the floor. Inhale, come back to center. Engage through that tummy. Lift up through the spine. Exhale, fold. Just coming as far as you can. If you can grab a hold of the feet, why not? Still, we're going to use that breath. Straightening as we inhale. Seeing if we can create a little more space as we exhale. Gaze to that big toe unless your nose is almost on your shin, in which case you can close your eyes or let the gaze fall. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lifting all the way back up. Once more. Left hand, right knee, right hand behind. Gaze over that shoulder. Inhale, come all the way back to center. Let's straighten out both of those legs. Bring the hands behind. Give those legs a little shuggle, a little shimmy. And then making our way from our seated position onto our knees. So hands come underneath shoulders, knees come underneath hips. So you want to be stacking these joints on top of one another. Stack the knees underneath the hips, wrists, elbows and shoulders in a nice straight line. Fingers spread nice and wide. Have a little rock around here if it feels nice in the hips. Gently rocking back and forth. Keep that little bit of engagement through the tummy so that we're keeping everything nice and supported here. And then find your way back to a central position. As we inhale, we're going to lift that tailbone, drop the belly towards the floor, send the gaze forwards. As we exhale, tuck the tailbone under, lift up through the abdomen, lift up through the chest, press the floor away, bring the head between the arms. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, round. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, round. 2 more. Last one. Inhale, make your way back to center. And as we exhale, we're going to transfer a little bit of that weight onto the left knee. Lifting the right knee off the floor. I'm just going to switch sides so you can see. We're just going to make some nice little circles with that right knee. So just gently rolling the knee one way and then rolling it back the other. So try and keep this movement coming from the hip joint so that we're getting into the muscles in the glutes and the legs, into the hips. Bring that knee back down. Let's lift the other leg, making some nice big circles with that knee. Keep that little bit of engagement in the tummy, roll it back the other way. And bring it down. Give those hips a little sway from side to side. Tuck the toes under. We're going to press into those hands, press into the feet, lift the knees off the floor. Pressing back into our downward facing dog. So gently here, alternately bending the knees, pressing the heels towards the floor. So just stretching out the back of the legs here. If your feet don't hit the floor, don't worry, that's okay. It will come. Keep that little bit of engagement through the abdomen. Pressing the floor away. Make sure the whole of your hand is pressing into the mat. Shoulders are engaged. Nice, deep, slow breaths here. And then find a little stillness. Press those heels gently towards the floor, but more importantly, press into those shoulders. Really extend through the spine. Send that tailbone reaching for the sky. Neck nice and long here. One more deep breath. And then as we inhale, we're going to gently, slowly walk those feet towards your hands. Now you can do this in one big step or two big steps or 3 little steps. However you get here is okay. Once you get your toes just behind those hands, lift up the hands, grab opposite elbows. Keep a little softness in the knees here. Let the upper body hang. Give that head a little shake. No, a little nod, yes. And feel that lovely stretch in the back of the thighs. Let go of any tension in the shoulders here. And just allow the upper body to hang. 2 more deep breaths. And then releasing the hands to the floor, or if they don't quite reach the floor, you can always grab one of your blocks here. We're going to leave that left hand on the floor, bend into the left knee, and send the right hand to the sky. Press back into that right leg, so we're feeling that really nice stretch through the back of the right leg. Inhale, come back to center. Switching your sides of your block, or just switching sides with your hand. Bend into that right knee, send the left hand to the sky. Inhale, come back to center. Once more, either sides with your block or without, whatever feels good for you. Nice, deep stretch into those hamstrings, into the calves. Come all the way back to center. Once more, let's grab opposite elbows. Don't worry if you've still got a nice big bend in those knees here, that's fine. As long as you're feeling it, you're doing it. Remember that. One more deep breath here. Exhale. And then as we inhale, sweep those arms wide. Roll the body all the way up, nice and slow. Send the arms overhead. Gaze up to those hands. Exhale. Let's bring the hands all the way back down through center. Bend back into those knees. Come back into our forward fold. Inhale, sweep those arms up. So we're going to make this dynamic. We're going to do this 3 more times. If you find you get a little bit lightheaded here, stop. Take it nice and easy. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, lifting all the way back up. Last one we're going to do. Nice. Roll the body all the way back up. Send those arms overhead. Gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, bring the hands back to heart center. Bring the hands by the sides of the body. Take a breath here. Check in with the body. See how you feel. On our next inhale, we're going to step back with that left foot. We're going to come into a warrior one stance. So legs quite wide, probably about 1 meter between heels and toe. Depends on the length of your legs. I have little legs, so bend into that front knee. We want that knee to be stacked over the ankle. We definitely don't want it to be in front. Keep it stacked one over the other. Back foot's in a 45-degree angle. Back leg is straight. We're going to sweep those arms up into the air. Hold it here. Hips are squared forwards. Shoulders are squared forwards. Feel that nice stretch on the front of the left thigh. 2 more breaths here. Feel nice and strong through that right leg. Last breath. As we inhale, we're going to straighten that front leg. Holding it here, take a deep breath in. As we exhale, we're going to try and fold over that leg. So try to keep the hips square as you come down here. Engage through the tummy. If you want to, you can use your blocks here to lift the floor towards you. So we're coming into pyramid pose. You can bring the hands by the sides of the feet if they reach the floor. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold a little deeper. So as we fold, we want to be drawing that right hip back, pressing this left hip forwards a little. One more deep breath, wherever you are. And then inhale, engage through the tummy, engage through that front leg, lift up, warrior one once more. Exhale, straighten that front leg. Let's swivel around. So bring both feet parallel to one another. can be slightly wider here if you want, or the same. Exhale, we're going to fold forwards. Keep the hands on the hips. Let the head just rock its way towards the floor. Try and keep the weight evenly balanced between the heels and the toes here. Maybe give the head a little shake, no, a little nod, yes. Feel that lovely stretch on the thighs. Nice deep slow breaths here. One more deep breath. And then bend into those knees a little bit. Let's roll the body all the way back up. Turn that left foot out this time. Turn the right foot in a little. We're going to bend into that left knee. Square those hips forward, square those shoulders forward, sweep the arms to the sky. Feel that nice stretch on the front of that right thigh. Hold it here. One more deep breath. And then as we inhale, straighten that leg. Exhale. Deep breath in, and as we exhale, folding over that front leg. Again, bring the hands to blocks or to the floor. If you don't have blocks and your fingers don't reach the floor, you can keep them on the hips here. That is quite nice, so you can have a little feel with what's going on with your hips. So just folding over that front leg. Keep that kneecap drawn up. We don't want to lock the front knee. Gaze to that big toe. One more deep breath here. Inhale. Lift all the way back up. Bend back into that front knee. Let's come back into our warrior one. Inhale, straightening that front leg once again, turning the feet back parallel with one another. You've guessed it, deep breath in, exhale, fold forwards. Just let that head melt its way towards the mat, keep the feet parallel, keep the weight even between those toes. If you want to this time, maybe bring the hands to the floor. If you can't bring the whole of the hand to the floor, see if you can walk the palms back in line with the heels of your feet. Press those elbows back behind you. One more deep breath here. And as we inhale, roll the body all the way up. Nice and slow. Let's draw those feet back in so they're slightly wider than hip width distance apart. And we're going to squat all the way down into our malasana. So if you find that you get here and you can't come any further, that is fine. You can always grab your blocks again, pop them underneath your bum and have a seat. Another thing people often find here is that their heels don't quite hit the floor. Again, don't worry about it. Just roll the mat, or you can use a towel, a little skinny cushion, just to give the heels a little bit of support here. So we're pressing into those inner knees with the backs of our arms. Settle in here. We're not going to hold it for super long because I know this is a really intense posture for a lot of people, but this is such a good pose when it comes to lower back pain, getting into those hips, getting into those thighs. One more deep breath here. And then bring the hands to the floor. If you've got your mat rolled under your knees, let it go, and then just nice and slowly rock yourself down onto your mat. Bring the soles of the feet to touch, and we're just going to come into our Baddha Konasana, our bound angle pose, or our butterfly pose. So inhaling, lift through the chest. As we exhale, fold forwards. Again, try to keep that back nice and straight here. So try to keep the length through the chest as we fold forwards. If you have your hands on your inside of your legs here and they touch, you can always use the elbows just to give you that little bit of extra stretch here. One more deep breath. And then inhale, roll the body all the way back up. Send those legs wide this time. Flex those feet, make sure you keep them nice and active. We want to gently externally rotate those legs. Be very aware of the inner knee here. If you start to feel any pinching or tingling, draw those legs a little closer together. So taking a deep breath in as we exhale, we're going to fold forwards. So just walk those hands out as far in front of you as you can. I'm sorry, I know you're going to lose sight of my hands. They're not doing anything interesting, they're just resting on the floor. As you inhale, lengthen a little bit, just as we did at the start. And as you exhale, see if you can find a little more space to fold into. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, see if you can find a little more space. 2 more breaths here. Last one. Inhale, roll those hands all the way back in. Draw those knees back in, give them a little squeeze. Wrap the arms around them. Tuck the chin into the chest. Let's give everything a little cuddle. And then let's make our way nice and gently onto our tummies. So bring the tummy to the floor. Make a little pillow for your head from your hands and just relax the lower back. Starting to kind of cool everything down a little bit now, so nothing more super intense. We're just going to gently stretch out those quads. So leaving your forehead resting on one of your hands, we're going to reach back, bend the left knee, reach back with the left hand. See if you can grab a hold of that left ankle and just gently draw the heel towards the glute. So we're just stretching out the front of the thigh. You'll probably feel this in the quad muscles. You might feel it all the way up into the psoas muscle. Feel that nice stretch. And then release that leg. Let's bend the right leg, reach back, grab a hold, draw that heel close into the glute. Releasing that leg. Bringing the hands back underneath the head. Give those hips a little shake, a little shimmy. And then slowly rolling from your tummy onto your back. Finding your way into your Shavasana. You can have the knees bent or straight, whatever feels good for you today. Maybe take the Legs, the feet a little wide, and allow the knees to drop together. Allow the eyes to close, and allow the whole body to soften. Slowly bring a little movement back into the body. Maybe wiggle those fingers and toes. Turn the head from right to left. Send those arms overhead, interlock the fingers. Stretch the whole body. Stretch from the fingers all the way to those toes. Turning to one side or the other. Finding your way up to a comfortable seated position. Bringing those hands back to rest on the knees. Taking a deep breath in. And then exhale. Bring those hands to heart center. Rub them. Create some warmth. Place the palms gently over the eyes. Let that warmth sink in. And then slowly blink the eyes open and draw the palms away. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice. If you did, please feel free to like and subscribe. And also feel free to please check out my website if you would like a program that will guide you through your journey into yoga. Thanks.